So tell us about the training. So that meant you were training the real estate agents in terms of systems to uh, both get the listings, as we call it in Australia, and then you're approaching and trying to attract investors. So and did you train both sides? Like, and also, so the other question really, I suppose, is how did you? Is it one training system, or do you have a training for real estate agents slash the finders, and then the investors? Was there a training for both of them, or the investors already just are just bringing money to the table?
So it's interesting. So we ended up doing a training for both and then eventually started merging them because the strategies are actually very similar. Sales is sales, marketing is marketing, where a agent who wants listings is the same exact training as an investor who wants off-market properties.
Mm.
So we started putting our agents and our investors into this how to get off-market properties training, where it's a lot of cold calling, mailing, emailing, texting, door knocking. It's pretty heavy, aggressive stuff. And then we would shift our agents over into the same trainings that we're giving our real estate buyers. So buyers are looking to learn how to invest in real estate. They're doing evaluations. Agents need to be able to teach this. In order for them to market, they need to be able to teach the same stuff that I'm teaching the buyers, those buyer agents, those investors.
Mm.
And so I had a third class. This was kind of my opening funnel for agents was, hey, would you like to learn how to teach investors how to invest in real estate? Would you like to have investors come to you instead of you chasing them? And the reason I say investors is because the average person buys one house per every 7 years, whereas an investor wants to buy 7 houses every year. So the return on investment is 49 times, 7 times 7.
Mm-hmm. So this training system, when did you put that in place?
So it was a manual process in the beginning, and we used to do live events. So our whole company was just all super local. This was way before COVID, and everything was just, we put them together. We'd say, okay, on Wednesdays, we were teaching agents right after the agents. So Wednesdays, we teach agents at 5, and then we bring in the investors at 6. So the agents already had the right mindset. And I said, hey, here's a benefit. I'm going to put you in the same room as all my investors. Be nice. Don't fight with each other, but just be the most valuable educating person. And then I had on Mondays, we still do the Monday call for the wholesalers, the people who are looking to find off-market properties. I invited the agents into that training as well and said, look, if you want listings, you got to list to last. You need to learn how to talk to sellers, find sellers, and again, create training that makes the sellers come to you. So what does a seller want? They want to know how to fix their house, their DIY people, what can I do in my property to make the property sell for more? How do I evaluate my property? And you got to basically talk a little smack about Zillow and say Zillow's not going to be accurate. You need a real person to come out and take a look at the property. And those kind of trainings for agents and wholesalers and just merging those together.
Right. Okay. So do you offer that course now?
Yeah. So those are now recorded. I taught it so many times that I was like, you know what, this is not scalable with me keep teaching it. So that's where Alchemist Nation came into place. Is I put all my trainings out there, and now I offer it to other influencers as well and say, hey, you can put your own training on the platform and just be respectful, be valuable at the platform, decide how valuable you are by creating great content. But it started off as just a place for me to put my stuff so that people could get it for free or get it, and I wouldn't have to teach. So I respond to questions that are higher level instead of how do I find sellers? How do I find buyers?